Hey guys, Tikra back, and today we are doing a BFA video. I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to doing videos. I think this is my fourth video that I'm doing. And what I have to say is much more important than to show you the scenery. So I just want you guys to listen to what I have to say. Some very important facts. Some speculation, some facts. And you are welcome at the end of the video to share your comments and what you think. Now, in order to make a point of what I want to say, I had to log my paladin, because he did the Zalatath quest line for me. And the theme, or the title of this video is N'Zoth is not dead. And I'm going to point out a few things. Now, right in the beginning of the Internal Palace, where we did the Zalatath questline, and Zalatath takes you all the way to N'Zoth. Zalatath, after being freed, says to us, "I will see you again very soon, my dear friend," or "Take care, my dear friend, I'll see you again very soon." I'm pretty certain of it. Something in the line of that. And she walks off and into the void portal and gone. Now, that's one of the things that bothers me. That alone there feels to me like a key part in that cinematic, in that part of the story. Hearing her say that leads me to believe that Blizzard put that there for a specific reason. Leading up to this point, where we have seen N'Zoth fall now. Thinking back on that, I believe that should tell you something. We have not seen Zalatath, like she said, and she's certain of it. We know from a storyline she had a big influence in defeating the Legion. So Zalatath is not wrong, and I think she will also keep to her promise. And we have not seen or heard from Zalatath since that day. Now, another thing. Remember the cinematic where this little fish appeared to Ashara? Now, when we watched the video on that, a lot of people just, myself included, I had to sit and think on this. What Blizzard actually showed us there is that N'Zoth himself possesses shapeshifting. He has shapeshifting capability. He has the power to do that. He can shapeshift. We also know he has powers to open up void portals. We saw that when he snatched up Ashara from the ground after being freed, and he left the building. So I think N'Zoth actually either shapeshifted and left, or maybe through a void portal he left, or maybe we didn't fight him at all. Maybe it was a vision where we fought him. Another thing I want to point out, and this is probably one of the biggest of the lot. If I try and think the way Blizzard wrote the story and how the lore works, why would N'Zoth, after giving us this that says he sees all, so basically he knew we were coming to Ny'alotha, why would N'Zoth sit around and wait for us to come to kill him in his Black Empire in Ny'alotha, where he could rather come to Azeroth and almost be certain of victory? Now, if you ask yourself, but What do you mean? How can he be certain of victory? It goes back to Yasiraj, and where the Titan pulled him from Azeroth, and it had big impact on Azeroth. And we all know Azeroth is already in a critical state from the sword of Sargeras that's now sitting in Silithus. Okay, so wouldn't N'Zoth rather come here if he truly wanted to battle us? I mean, even if you watch the final cinematic, there's no evidence N'Zoth has died. What we see is light coming through Ny'alotha, and we see his tentacles disappearing like smoke, as if a dream has ended or nightmare has ended. There's no physical proof. We don't see N'Zoth dying. Back in Wrath of the Lich King, you see Arthas die. He's on the ground and he says, I see only darkness, and he lays down his head and he is gone. We didn't see that with N'Zoth, and I don't think the way that Blizzard did their stories or their scripts and the ideas back then is different from what we have right now. These are but a few things that I want to point out. Things that leads me to believe that even though this is maybe the final patch, seeing Blizzard is already uploading stuff to the PTR for Shadowlands, I don't believe that this is the final content for this patch. I still believe there's more to come. Maybe, hopefully, we see N'Zoth again. Maybe we see him in Shadowlands. But I have strong reason to believe in analyzing these few things. Certain clues that's been left by Blizzard for us to see. While looking at those things, I'm pretty sure that N'Zoth is not dead and we've all been bold and fooled. We also have not seen what the gift of N'Zoth is about. I mean, some of us has had this for 7-8 months. And Blizzard at one point said something about there would be a reward for those who had it all this time. We have not seen anything come from that yet. And also, the whispers has not stopped yet. I mean, earlier today, did a mythic dungeon where we failed, and N'Zoth still whispered me how disappointed he was that I've let him down. So all of these things still leads me to believe that the closing of BFA is something that we will not expect. I've seen a lot of lore craft guys who do theory crafting and lore crafting. They are raging about the final cinematic, the Ny'alotha cinematic, and I think these guys missed some very vital clues, things Blizzard left behind for us to see. And in my opinion, I think BFA is really a great expansion. I think the content created is great. I mean, we've seen some of the best cinematics ever. The storyline itself is not bad, it's great. You know, we've had the faction war, we fought a blood god, we've went to fighting the Alliance leaders and the Horde leaders, and we went all the way to the Eternal Palace fighting N'Zoth's helper, and eventually we faced off with N'Zoth. Or did we face off with N'Zoth? I don't think we did. I truly believe that this was a vision. We fought him in a vision, and I also feel that we'll soon discover that Rathian is actually the bad guy, and he's intending on bringing his father/grandfather Deathwing back. I mean, we're wearing a cloak made from the remains of his sister and his brother, so anything is possible. But there's also a chance that we actually did fight him, but he shapeshifted or left via a void portal. But I truly think we did not fight N'Zoth. Just logic says to me he won't sit around and wait for us to come to Ny'alotha, where if he truly wanted to fight, he could have come to Azeroth, and he would have whipped us, and there would have been nothing we could do. You can't zap him on Azeroth. Like with Yas Siraj, you stand a great chance of destroying Azeroth. And what will World of Warcraft be without Azeroth? So guys, those are a few of the things that I wanted to point out. I hope we get to see pretty soon what the gift of N'Zoth is leading to. You know, even if it's a very small detail, like something we can see. Maybe we can see N'Zoth or something that other people can't do. Or something like that. That would be awesome. That would be an added cherry to the cake for BFA. I really enjoyed BFA. And even the raids, I'm not a big raider. I do the normal version of the raid and sometimes the raid finder version of the raid, because I'm not good at raiding. But I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I always watch with great anticipation when new trailers release and the analysis of why N'Zoth is not dead has come from all of these things. And I really hope I'm right, because a lot of people downvoted BFA pretty harshly. And I hope there's that shocking moment, that oof, you know, we're wrong, we've been fooled, and we get to see our big blue squiddy boy N'Zoth again, and he's alive and kicking and all powerful and clever, and he rewards us for having his gift, or something in the line of that. Well guys, this is all I have right now. If you did enjoy my video and the content in it, like I said, I'm pretty much a noob at making videos. I'm still learning. I'm having great difficulty with the software and understanding what is what. But if you did like my video, please give it a like and subscribe. Maybe turn on your notifications. It'll help me for the future to create better content, and it'll inspire me to do more and to learn more, and it'll also allow us to all be friends and have a closer group eventually. But that's it for me for right now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. See you all again soon. Bye bye.